At 72, the life and career of Ronnie Dunn carry a mixture of legendary success, personal reflection, and emotional moments that remind fans how time changes even the biggest stars. For decades, Dunn has been known as one of the most powerful voices in country music, rising to fame as one half of the iconic duo Brooks and Dunn alongside Kix Brooks. Together, they created one of the most successful partnerships in the history of the genre, dominating country charts throughout the 1990s and early 2000s. Their music became the soundtrack of an entire generation, with unforgettable songs like Neon Moon, Boot Scootin' Boogie, and Believe. Their energetic performances, powerful storytelling, and unique blend of traditional and modern country sounds helped them sell millions of albums and earn countless awards. To fans watching from the outside, their journey looked like an unstoppable rise to fame and success. Yet behind the bright stage lights and roaring crowds, Dunn's life also included moments of deep change and emotional challenges that became more visible as the years passed. One of the most difficult turning points in Dunn's life came in 2009, when Brooks and Dunn announced that they would be ending their partnership after nearly 2 decades together. The decision shocked fans across the country music world because the duo had become one of the most beloved acts in the industry. For Dunn, the separation was not just a professional change but also a deeply personal transition. After spending so many years performing and creating music alongside Kix Brooks, suddenly stepping into a solo career felt like entering unfamiliar territory. While he continued writing and recording music, the dynamic that had shaped much of his identity as an artist was gone. Many performers who leave successful duos or bands struggle with that shift, and Dunn had to rediscover his own voice outside the partnership that had made him famous. At the same time, the passage of time brought another emotional reality that every artist eventually faces. As new generations of performers entered the spotlight, the music industry evolved in ways that made it harder for veteran artists to remain at the center of mainstream attention. For someone who once stood at the very top of country music, watching that change unfold could feel bittersweet. Dunn has spoken openly about the challenges of navigating an industry that constantly searches for the next new sound, while sometimes overlooking the legends who helped shape its history. Yet rather than chasing trends, he chose to remain true to the kind of music that first inspired him. Songs filled with honesty, heartache, and real-life stories. Another important part of Dunn's journey involves his deep connection to faith and personal reflection. Throughout his career, he often drew inspiration from spiritual themes and the emotional experiences of everyday life. His song Believe, in particular, became one of the most powerful moments of his career, touching millions of listeners with its message about faith, loss, and the hope that something greater exists beyond life's hardships. Even today, when audiences hear that song, many are moved to tears because it captures feelings that everyone experiences at some point in their lives. The song reflects the kind of emotional honesty that has always defined Dunn's music. In recent years, Dunn has continued performing and occasionally reuniting with Kix Brooks for special tours and events. Seeing the two musicians share the stage again has been a deeply nostalgic moment for fans who remember the incredible impact Brooks and Dunn had on country music. These reunions remind audiences of the powerful legacy the duo created together. At the same time, they also highlight the passage of time, showing how decades have passed since those early days when their songs dominated radio and dance halls across America. Ultimately, the story of Ronnie Dunn at 72 is not only about sadness or loss but about reflection, endurance, and the emotional journey of a life devoted to music. The spotlight may not shine exactly the same way it once did, but Dunn's voice and influence remain deeply respected within the country music world. His songs continue to resonate with fans who grew up listening to them, and new listeners still discover the timeless emotion in his music. In the end, Ronnie Dunn's story reminds us that true legacy is not measured only by chart positions or awards, but by the lasting connection an artist creates with the hearts of people who continue listening long after the spotlight fades.